I think the Sacramento Kings, by all of us, have been overlooked this year. And you know what? I've even taken my shots at Domantas Sabonis, who has clear limitations, but Sabonis has played amazing, his best season. We've gotten to a point with the Sacramento Kings where it's time to start to ask, are they a title contender? Because in this Western Conference, they are the best offense, the most healthy team. The coach of the year, Mike Brown, who has proven in the past he can lead a team to the finals, help lead a team there. And then you also add in the supporting cast. There's not a team in the league that has a better flow, a better fit. It's a mix of the Warriors and the Nuggets. And they've got the two stars at the helm to start this engine, and it's been high powered, nothing less.
Yeah. So quick point of order. So what is De'Aaron Fox? And full disclosure, I love De'Aaron Fox. I've stated on the show how much I love De'Aaron Fox and how much I would just be in awe if he was a Miami Heat player. And he's made great strides. I mean, he's shooting over 50% from the field for the first time in his career, which is just showing the ability to get better. So I commend him for that. And I've said about the Kings when we ranked our Western Conference, I said they're lacking that star power to compete in the West. Now you say rising superstar. Are you saying he is a superstar, or are you just saying he's a star for right now?
The tier of John Morant, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and Devin Booker, he's now entering that discussion.
Are those guys superstars though?
John Morant's a playoff superstar.
No,
Donovan Mitchell has been.
stop with the. I'm at. Don't add a caveat. Superstar. Is he a superstar? Are those guys superstars? The guys you just named: Josh, Shea, Devin Booker.
Shea's a superstar. He's at the top. Devin Booker, he's teetering because of last year's Dallas series. John Morant, yeah. John Morant
Okay,
is.
so those three guys are superstars. Let me ask you a question: how many superstars are in the NBA currently? How
There's a
many?
dozen.
Huh?
There's close to a dozen.
Close to a dozen. Is LeBron James a superstar?
Yeah, still.
Kawhi Leonard,
Yes, he is.
Steph Curry,
Oh, yeah.
Giannis, KD,
We're at five or six.
Jokic.
Are we at five or six before
We're at,
Jokic?
we're at six right now with Jokic.
Jokic makes it seven.
No, he's six. Luca,
Seven.
yeah, Embiid,
That makes it eight.
AD,
No.
Tatum,
Yes.
Kyrie.
No. You need to play enough games.
Is Damian Lillard still a superstar?
Yep. Sorry, 10?
Um, Devin Booker, you said. So
He's teetering.
throw Booker in there, throw Ja, throw Shea, and he said De'Aaron Fox is in that category, so throw him. So that's about 14, give
Well,
or
we
take.
haven't mentioned Donovan Mitchell. That would make it
Donovan
15.
Mitchell's a superstar too.
But
All right, so
I said
here's
And
my.
you didn't
De'Aaron
mention Julius
Fox.
Randle.
Don't interrupt me. I said De'Aaron Fox is entering that discussion.
Oh, you said
So
he-
we named 15 players. I ended at 12. I think Donovan
No, you
Mitchell,
didn't.
De'Aaron
No, you
Fox, and
didn't.
Devin Booker are in the discussion,
No,
but
you
they're
said
not
they were
established.
superstars. Justin, did he not
No,
just say
but
they were
you listen.
superstars?
You listen to what I said.
You said Shea was a superstar. You said Devin Booker
Booker.
was teetering,
Yep.
and then you keep on saying John Morant is just a playoff superstar. So I don't know if you're calling him a superstar in general or
But see,
just
here's
a
the thing,
playoff
right?
superstar.
Devin Booker, a guy who's been to the finals and been to the playoffs multiple times, is a teetering superstar. But Shea is a superstar flat out. You had
Shea's a
no
clearly better
questions.
player. Shea is a
But
clearly better
success
shooter.
has to do with something.
Yeah,
Success
it
has to
does.
do it. See, my
But
whole John.
there's a difference between
Didn't he
Shea
call
and
Jalen Brunson a superstar at one point?
Yes,
I
he
say he's
did.
play like a superstar
See,
this
here's the
season.
thing. Here's the thing.
Play at that
Here's my
level.
whole point, John. Shh. Here's my whole point.
In the playoffs too.
You throw around, this is my problem with today's society in general. You throw around these words GOAT, elite, superstar, like they mean nothing. I mean, it's kind of like the same word as love. Love is thrown around. I love you. I love you. I love you. It means nothing anymore. Superstar used to mean something. You used to have to be a top 5 player, top 7 player to be a superstar. Now you're branching out to top 15 guys who haven't even been to the playoffs, guys who've gotten bounced in the first round, guys who haven't done anything successful enough just because their talent is better in the
Shea's a
regular
first-team
season.
All-NBA
Time out,
player
time out,
this year.
time out. You're not
First
hearing
team.
my point. You're not hearing my point, dude. You're not. There are few superstars in this league. I truly believe that you need to at least have some type of accolades behind you to be considered a superstar. I also believe that name value goes into being a superstar in the NBA. So I'm sorry, Gilgeous-Alexander, no disrespect, great player, has still young, has a bright future ahead of him. Not a superstar, my guy, because he's on the same value. If you're saying he's a superstar, LeBron's a superstar, that don't freaking match up, man. That don't match up. I'm sorry. Damian Lillard, I'll give you that, but he still hasn't had success. Where has he been? Where's he been? So this is
first team All-NBA. Damian Lillard's had one of the greatest point guard seasons we've seen.
The team success has to do with something though too. Your arguments are all over the place with everybody.
Steph Curry had an MVP caliber season in 2021. His team missed the playoffs because they had a crappy offense around him.
I understand.
Damian Lillard's got crappy defense around him.
But I'm not arguing that those great guys are not superstars because they are. I'm arguing you're entering
more superstars than ever.
No, man, because I don't throw that word around. There's levels to this. Superstar is the elite level. Then there's star to me, and then all stars. All right? That's my caliber right there. That's where I go. I would say there's maybe 10 pushing it superstars in the NBA. 10.
What do you consider Jimmy Butler a superstar?
Jimmy Butler is what I would consider, when you were saying making that caveat, a playoff superstar. And I'm admitting I'm making a caveat. I'm admitting it. He's not a superstar where I go, LeBron James, yes, superstar. Jimmy Butler, playoff superstar. You see how I'm caveat? So there's Jason Tatum. We've been trying to give him the chair. We've been trying to give him the seat at the table. He hasn't taken it yet. He's got to take it. He's got the reservations. We keep calling, but he doesn't keep showing up. That's the problem. John Morant, great player. We love him. Box office, not a superstar yet. Maybe in terms of offensive talent, superstar offensive talent, you could say that. But then we've got to be careful. We got to say, I'm making a caveat here. Because superstar is just a different level, my guy. When I say superstar, I mean like
Luka, Giannis,
yes.
Bron. Yes.
That's why I made a caveat. They're entering the discussion. That camp was Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Ja, and De'Aaron. Those 4 players. If you put them on the outskirts, you've got 11 players, technically 12 when you add in Jimmy Butler. And I might have been wrong for calling Jason Tatum a superstar. Could we have this on our first ever show?
No, you didn't. You didn't call him a superstar. You didn't. You said no.
I didn't.
You said no. He's not. I'm bringing him up. We're having the conversation. You said he's not. But that's what I'm saying. The conversation's weird with you, John. Devin Booker and Tatum to you are not superstars. They're teetering, but De'Aaron Fox is also on that level where he's entering it. But Shea is you see, it doesn't make sense. That doesn't, you have to think about that realistically. I'm literally giving you what you have said.
That's why I called Tatum a superstar. And if
we need real definitions.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm giving you
I gave you a definition to start. You had to catch it. Number 1, a player that performs in the playoffs. That's why I'm teetering on Tatum. 2,
where's Shea?
Shea's been so great as a first-team All-NBA performer. This is just his 3rd full season.
Where's his play?
Last 2 years.
That's what I'm saying, though. Why are you pushing him so soon? Why are you pushing him so soon?
He's 24. He's the 2nd best player from a draft class at Luka Doncic. Shea is the 2nd most.
But John, you're pushing a guy so much. You're pushing a guy so much forward before he's even reached his freaking prime. So
and by the way,
no level of improvement, John.
Shea and LeBron match up because the Thunder this year got an even better record. They're not even trying to win games, and they've got a better record.
John, you realize you're not giving any of these guys a level of improvement. If Shea's a superstar now, then he's peaked out. Basically, you're saying this guy could be the best player in the world. That's what you're saying. That's his level of improvement.
He was in that camp of Ja, Devin Booker, Donovan.
No, you didn't. You said, I clarified with you. I went down the list. Good. When you edit this, I clarify because I want you to clarify. I listen to what you say and I want you to clarify. That's why I ask follow-ups. All right. They always tell you when you're younger, ask questions. No questions is super.
Well, now I'm following up and I'm telling you.
No, you're not. Because I asked you about Shea. I asked you about Devin. I asked you about Ja. And you clarified. You said Ja. No hesitation. You said superstar.
Well, I do think Ja's at the top of that.
Shea. You said no hesitation. Shea is a superstar. He's not. Jason Tatum's been to the finals. Devin Booker's been to the finals. You can't tell me that those guys are in the same camp as Shea. Or Shea is higher than them. That's ridiculous. Because you're pushing them so soon. Let them grow the journey. All you, it's no offense, but you younger guys, you just want to, and we're not that much age apart, but you guys just want to push these guys to the moon so soon. Enjoy the journey. He's 23, Shay. He hasn't even touched his prime. He's 4 or 5 years away from reaching his prime.
And that's why I've got that caveat. They're entering.
You didn't give a caveat. No, you done.
Listen three times.
I think I see there's a difference between superstar and star.
Yes.
You've been listing a bunch of stars, John, and my superstars, and I agree with Brandon on this. It's a small list. It's not this thing that we can just throw out there. So yeah, your Lukas, your Giannis, your Bronze, your KDs. I would throw Kyrie. I would Kawhi, Kyrie.
Wait, Kyrie's on, but Tatum's not?
No, I don't think Kyrie's on. I don't.
First off, we always say Kyrie is probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest offensive talent in NBA history.
Here's my caveat with Kyrie. Box office offensive superstar. That's my caveat. He's not a true superstar. We wanted him to be. He never got there. He never did it on his own. He never did.
He's more talented than Kyrie.
We thought he could. Talent-wise, I can't argue that, but what he's done as number one, we thought he was when he left LeBron. I think all of us believe, Kyrie can lead a team being a number one option on Boston. He never did it.
Never did it. Okay, that's fine.
That's my caveat.
Superstar category is somebody that's franchise altering. So I'll take out Kyrie, I throw Embiid. Fair?
Embiid is closer than Kyrie, but Embiid still has to do a lot. I mean, he hasn't reached the
franchise altering. He's catapulted his team now, carrying them into the playoffs.
Yeah, that's where the superstar, because you would be crazy to say Embiid is just a star, not a superstar, but yet the guy John said never been to the conference finals, and he's had teams. It's just so. I think
but he's also dealt with.
I understand that. That's why it's a hard discussion with Embiid. You'd sound crazy to call him just a star, but it kind of does match up when he's never been in the conference finals. But I'll give you superstar because it just sounds crazy that he's not. He's been in the MVP conversation for the last 2-3 years.
Yeah, and then I'd say the last name I throw in there is Steph.
Steph's in there.
So you're not including Jokic.
No, I would throw in Jokic.
Okay. That's 7.
Two-time MVP, you have to. Two-time MVP.
Yeah, I would throw in Jokic.
Very small list. Very small list. Like you have to, the accolades and the team success and stuff like that, and being a number one guy, they all have to mean something. Like they really, truly do, John. That's why you got to be careful when you're making caveats and saying these things about certain players. Don't push too soon.
And I'll be honest with you, I know you threw in Jimmy Butler as a playoff superstar, but I would go as far to label him as a superstar for the simple fact of what he means to an organization. I think if you plug him on any team, if you threw him in the Knicks are going to the conference finals. If you threw him on the Lakers are easily a shoo-in to go deep into the playoffs. There's so many places. I think he's one player that you can throw into every organization, and he'll positively impact them. There's no toxic that comes out of Jimmy.
The only caveat I'll give there is
there's some toxic.
If there's some players on that team that he deems are not worthy of his time, there will be toxicity. Because Jimmy's that way.
But that's because he has a standard.
Yes, 100%. I'm not saying that, but that comes with Jimmy. He's having it right now. He walked off the court before the time expired against Orlando because he was like, I'm sick of this shit. And I feel him on that. I'm sick of it too. Guys need to step the hell up. Miami is. I don't even want to. We're not getting to that. I hate regular season basketball. I hope you guys know that. I hope you've read my tweet and saw. I hate regular season basketball, and I even hate Miami Heat regular season basketball. I just hate it. Hate it so much.